Hello everyone, and welcome to Gander Gardening with Dawn. The last few days I have been planting up lots of the amaryllis bulbs that I recently purchased, and in this video I'm going to unbox them, show you what I got, how much I paid for them, and in a later video I'm going to show you how they did. Along the way I'll give you a few hints and tricks that I have learned over the years that seem to work pretty well. I hope you like it. Thank you for watching. So here on this table, I have all of the amaryllis bulbs that I purchased for my Christmas season. And I have arranged them in order of price, with the least expensive being on this side and the most expensive being on this side. So I'm going to unbox them in that order. And I've already measured them because most of these I looked at before I purchased. Because number one hint, always look at the size of the bulb before you buy. Because in the case of amaryllis bulbs, the larger the bulb, the larger the flowers and the more flowers that you will get. It's very, very important. So a larger bulb is much more impressive and worth the money in most cases. But in this experiment, I'm going to let you know as things progress how these go. I am buying some of these for gifts, but they are for family members, and so I will be able to find out the end result of how these grew, and some of these are going to be staying in my home. So I'm going to start on this side with the least expensive, and these prices include tax. This one was $13.74. This one is an amaryllis called Minerva, and let's see what we get. And as I said, if you go in a store, they make these very easy to open. So you can open several. I always open several. And another hint is to get one that's on the bottom of the pile, because if light is sneaking in through the seams at the top, they may start growing before you purchase them. And it's really better if they grow after you buy them in your home. So this is what I've gotten: a bulb and a pot, a plastic pot with holes in it, which is very important, and a bag of soil. So this particular bulb I already measured, and it's 26 centimeters around. What you do, take a piece of string that doesn't stretch and measure around the widest fullest part of the bulb, and then put that string, what you get, down by a ruler, and you will be able to get the exact amount of centimeters. So this is a 26 centimeter bulb. The soil that comes with it, I find, unfortunately, they use a lot of peat moss, which I'm trying not to use as much of these days. So that's one of the reasons I buy bulbs when I can without this, because I will just use potting soil that does hopefully has no peat moss or very little peat moss. But this is primarily peat moss that comes in this one. So that's one of the disadvantages. But this is a beautiful, I have grown this type before. It is beautiful. It's a very roundish bloom, single bloom with 6 petals, and the inside of each petal has a very beautiful white feather type effect. So this one was $13.74. And what I would do with that, everyone, is I would, after I put it in this pot, because since there's a holes in the bottom, you cannot display it like this. I would simply put it in a decorative pot after I had it potted. And this one is a little bit snug. I have another one here that might work a bit better. Here we go. Oh, perfect fit. Perfect fit for this one. So I would check on the pots that I have and try to find something that works well for that. So I'm going to keep them in the same order so I don't get them mixed up. All right, the next price up is a considerable jump in price. This one was $21.95. There are 2 in here. They were the same price, and that includes $21.79, and that includes tax. So let's see what we have. All right, this is the first one I grabbed, and this is a bulb that I have not grown before. It is called Double Delicious. It's Amaryllis Double Delicious, and you can see how large this bulb is. Double Delicious is actually 33 centimeters in diameter around the in circumference rather, around the widest part of the bulb. And you can see the difference here between the two. This one is much, much larger. So this one is 33 centimeters, and this one is called Double Delicious. And also, at the same price, $21.79, including tax, is a white amaryllis. And this one is called Mont Blanc. And I don't believe I have grown this one before, but again, it's a very large bulb. And this one was 32 centimeters in circumference at the widest part. So that's those two. These are labeled, so I won't mistake those. The next price up is a different purchase. This one is also a boxed amaryllis. I bought two of them, and to be honest, I bought these in part for these glass containers that they're in, because these came to $25.24 including tax, and basically I was paying $10 because it looks to me that the bulbs are the same as those that were in the previous box, the smaller box that came with the simple plastic pot. But in this case, the pot is glass and red and quite pretty. So just let me show you. All right, here's the bulb. Again, lovely looking bulb, but not that much bigger than the less expensive. Let's see how big this one is. This one is Pink Panther. This one is called Pink Panther, another one I have not grown before. And this one is 27 centimeters. So only 1 centimeter larger than the less expensive one. However, the pot that it comes with is a beautiful glass pot. It has the same bag of soil, but it has a beautiful glass pot. Red, of course, for Christmas. And just like I showed you, I'll show you with this. Let's see if this pot, okay, this is the plastic one. Okay, see, it's made, ideally it would fit in this one. So there you go. You get this beautiful pot to display it in for an extra $10. So I'm going to put this one back where it was before I get them confused. And I'm going to put this one back in here and back in this box. And this one was 27 centimeters in diameter. Okay. And here's our next one. This is a very common one, Red Lion. You will see this all over the place. This is an easy amaryllis to find. And it's a slightly smaller bulb, I think, looks to me. Same beautiful red glass pot. I think it's glass. I don't think it's ceramic. It feels more like glass, but it could be ceramic. But it's quite lovely in any case. A beautiful dark red, very heavy. And again, it has the soil. And here's the bulb. This one's Red Lion. And it's the same size, 27 centimeters. So a decent size bulb, 27 centimeters. And that one is going in here. So in this particular instance, I have to be honest, I purchased this to get the pot just as much as to get the bulb, because when I give them as gifts, I like to give them in a plastic pot inside a decorative pot that they can keep for after the bulb is finished. And sometimes I can find a beautiful decorative pot that has drainage in it with an attached saucer, something like that. And that works really well also. Okay, so now for the most expensive bulbs that I have here. And these were $26. These ones are actually quite large. And I was able to pick them out of a bin, so I picked the biggest ones that I could find and the healthiest. Again, what you're looking for, you don't want too much growth. Let me just show you. Pull one out from the top. Okay. All right, here we go. Now what you're looking for, and I hope you can see this on camera, the bulb is just starting to emerge. That way you know that it's definitely going to bloom, and it looks like there's another bulb stalk. So it looks like you're going to get at least 2 bulb stalks on this one, and you don't want it to have any mold or mildew or anything like that. This is a beautiful bulb. These roots, by the way, if you want, you can place your bulb, if you want it to bloom more quickly, you can place your bulb on top of a glass of water so that the roots are in the water, but the bulb itself is not touching the water. You just make sure that it's resting on the lip of the glass or the container. And you can leave them absorbing the water for, I'd say 8 to 12 hours. And that will really jumpstart the bulb, because it takes about 8 weeks for the bulbs to bloom. And of course, we're already into November. So if you wanted to kickstart your bulb into growth, that's something that you could do, and it works very well. I've tried that before. This one is called Barbados, and the measurement of this one is 33 centimeters. So again, that is very similar in size to these large ones that I bought at a different place for $21.79. These are slightly more expensive. This one's called Barbados, and that one is 33 centimeters. Oh my, this is a big one, I think. It feels big. This one is called Cherry Nymph. And again, a really big, fabulous looking bulb. Looks the size of a good turnip for a Jig's dinner, actually. And Cherry Nymph, this one's actually 35 centimeters around. 35 centimeters. That is quite a lovely bulb. And here we have another really large one. And this one is called Christmas Gift. And I have 2 of these, so I'll get the other one as well. Okay, I have 2 Christmas Gift. Here they are. They're both really, really large. They're both in excellent shape, ready to go, ready to plant. Just starting to show a little bit of growth in the top right here. And these were the Christmas Gift. One was 36 centimeters around, and the other one was 37.5 centimeters around, which is quite remarkable. And these are going to be massive. I think they both seem really large. I think this might be the largest one. And just to briefly compare it to the one that I paid $13.74, you can see the difference. Isn't that something? Now, these large bulbs that you buy that are loose, like you would buy turnips at a store, they do not come with soil or a pot or anything like that. But if you're a gardener, you usually have tons of plastic pots that you can use. You can often find a lovely pot to put the plastic pot in, making sure that the plastic one, of course, has drainage, has some holes in it. And then when you put them on display, they'll look lovely. And soil, you can use any potting soil. I prefer actually some kind of Pro Mix, that's my favorite, but any potting soil will do for these guys. So I'll put this one down. I've only got one left. This one is not really large, but I bought it because it was so unique and I had never seen this type before. And here it is. It's called Evergreen. And the bloom itself is a lime green. And it just looks so interesting. And I like to try things to grow things that I've never grown before. So this one is 32 centimeters, which is a nice size. So the smallest one was 26 centimeters, and the very largest one was 37.5 centimeters. So that's 11.5 centimeters difference in size between the least expensive and the most expensive. And so I'm going to plant these up over the next few days, and I will show you, I'll take some photos and include how they look when they are properly planted, and I will give you some updates as to how these are growing. And hopefully you will be inspired to buy some amaryllis and plant them. Just buy one. Sometimes you can get them very inexpensively at grocery stores or department stores. And one, no matter how small it is, will have an impact and will look so beautiful. I hope this helps.